Hello, I'm Dan Collins and I'm going to be demonstrating the Acronum Industries serial LCD backpack. It takes in serial information from a serial port. This information is sent using a bus pirate in this case, and converts it into display on this character LCD. Believe it or not, that says Acronum backpack. Now, you have a number of different controls, such as backlight control. I can turn it off by hitting the enter key here. If I type the command correctly, it'll turn the backlight off. And I can turn backlight on by sending another command. You have controls such as clearing the screen, setting the cursor position. I can send different text if I set the cursor position to the next line. And I can make it say hello world. Now, if you're wondering, I'm typing into a serial terminal, also very badly focused on this camera, that says hello world, and is going to show up on the second line on this display. Now, the reason I'm typing into a computer terminal and not running a pickaxe program, this bus pirate, as I explained earlier, is just a simple serial converter, and I've programmed it to be a simple serial converter from the USB to the serial port, just to make it easy for me. Now, by typing a command, we can clear the screen. Clearing the screen resets the cursor position back to the top left position. Now, we've a number of different commands that we can use, such as, if I get some more text in here, so get some more text, and we have the ability to, for example, blank the display. This could be useful if you just wanted to have a flashing display, or if you just needed to blank the display for a moment, or if you wanted to, I don't know if it would save power or not. I don't know, really the ability's up for you. So we can blank the display, and it looks like I've cleared the display, but if we send a second command to turn the display back on, we can see that the information comes straight back. Badly demonstrated with a single line, so let's add another line to show how that can be used. So we'll set the cursor position to the second line. We'll send the same text again. And we have the second line, and then we will blank the display. And when the display blanks, both lines will disappear, just like a clear screen, except when you turn the display back on, you'll see both lines will appear again. Now, we can also turn on different cursor settings. These are all built into the LCD. I've just enabled the use of the serial port to make things easy for people. So, if we want to have a blinking cursor so we can see where it is, we can turn the cursor on. Now you'll see we have a blinking cursor. Now this could be cool for if you wanted to have a text writing effect and you've got a blinking cursor at the end. Excuse me while I scroll down the data sheet. We can also add custom characters. So this is a complicated command to send in, so I will first clear the display. Clear display, the cursor's still on, so we shall turn that off. Back to regular, and we will send a character, or create a new character. So for this character, I have no idea how this will look, but I'll just send the number 2. And we'll create that character. and then we will display it and see what happens. So our custom character is basically just a line with a little dot at the bottom. That dot is on the underscore section of the character and is quite bizarre, so you definitely have to have a play with that to figure out how that works. So those are the basic features of this display, so let's take a look at the inside. The heart of the backpack is the actual backpack itself. We can see it's made by Acronum. It has some different buttons along the side. These are all user controllable, so they come out these 3 extra pins here. So you might like to use that for a menu system: up, down and select. We also have a contrast adjustment for using different LCDs, a transistor for backlight control to allow plenty of current to go through, along with the current set resistor in there. And we've got the microcontroller, which converts the serial information to the LCD. And lastly, we have this very important reset button. Now, if you're using this in a classroom environment and one of your students happens to change the baud rate and you can't figure out how to use it anymore, not to worry. You plug in the LCD again. You can see the LCD is no longer initialized. You need to restart the power in order to get the LCD back working again. We shall turn the backlight back on using the serial console, just to make it easy. And then if you push this reset button, it'll display the baud rate that the controller is using. Also, if you hold down this button and then power cycle it, which I don't have enough hands to do, if you power cycle it, it will reset the baud to 2400. This can be useful if you create an error and when you press this button it says baud error. That was a simple overview of the Acronum Serial LCD Backpack. I hope you enjoyed it.